Hey guys, it's Britt, and on my 201 subscribers video, somebody, I can't remember their name right now, so I apologize, but I'll link it in the description. Um, they requested that I do more Game of Thrones videos, and so while it's not Thursday, I am more than happy to oblige and give this person more Game of Thrones videos. And this video might be a bit shocking for some of you, but I want to talk about something that I've kind of been mulling over in my mind as season 7 approaches. And if one of the two Greyjoy siblings has to die, um, this is really difficult for me to say, but if one of the two has to die, I wish it could be Theon. I don't think that's what's going to happen. And in a way, I'm glad that it's not going to happen because, man, you guys know Theon is my favorite character. Favorite. I mean, the man is on my shoes. Like, I'm just really passionate about Theon, and I have a lot of feelings about Theon. But let me tell you guys why I think this. And maybe if you follow me on Twitter, you've already seen this, but it seems really, really cruel to make Theon live. And this could be spoilery, so if you want to avoid spoilers, don't watch this video. But there have been leaked photos of Yara being paraded around King's Landing with Euron on a horse, and the Sand Snakes are with her as well. And see, the thing with Theon and my reasoning for him to die is there's this really, really powerful moment in A Dance with Dragons, in a Ghost in Winterfell chapter, where Theon goes to the God's Wood and he says something along the lines of, "Let me die as Theon, not as Reek." And while nothing came of that, thank the drowned god, but it see, Yara, at least, well, we'll call her Yara because we're talking about the show. With Yara, she's always been a tool to further Theon's story in some way, and I think that's really unfortunate because Asha is a badass, and she's so much more than a plot device. At least in my opinion, she's more than a plot device. So, she's just she's amazing, and I love her. But we've heard Theon say over and over and over again, "I'm not fit to rule. I don't know how to rule." But if Yara dies and this leak is correct, Theon will have no choice. And that doesn't seem fair to me. I mean, we've seen what happens when we give Theon leadership, and I'll link a card to that. I'll give you guys that scene in Winterfell, but the whole speech and everything. But it's cruel. And I really like Gemma, who plays Asha on Game of Thrones. And I really wish they gave her more screen time and a bit more of a character. Because, like I said, Asha is a fucking badass, in pardon my language. But, I mean, if you're watching Game of Thrones, I'm sure language doesn't bother you, but it's cruel to make Theon rule. And to put him in a position of leadership via Yara's death. Plot convenience? Much? While I would be very, very sad to see Theon go, because he is my favorite, and I would be so sad to see Alfie Allen go. I don't like I don't like leadership being forced upon him in this way. And I just think it would be so much easier on him. He's been through so much. It'd be a blessing, almost, to let him die, and let him die as Theon, and not Reek, and it would be what he wanted. They kind of gave this line to Sansa in season 6, and not season 6, season 5, where Miranda has the bow and arrow pointed at her and she's about to shoot her. Let me die while there's still some of me left. I just wish that would be Theon, because regardless, he's never going to be the same Theon, and whether you think that Theon is a piece of garbage before Ramsay or not, because Theon has done terrible things. He wasn't the most respectful of women. There were lots of things to be improved upon, but my biggest reasoning is he doesn't really know a lot about his own familial background. And I'm not just talking about, Balon and Euron and all the other Greyjoys. He doesn't know the whole, Greyjoy culture, really, because he left the Iron Islands long ago. When he was, 8-ish, 10-ish years old. So, the Ironborn don't respect him at all. And, Yara's just the better fit for leadership. So if one of the Greyjoys have to go, I hope it's Theon. And that makes me really sad to say, because Theon is my fave. Yeah. Like I said, he doesn't know a lot about his own culture. His men don't respect him. The Ironborn don't respect him. Sure, they put him up on the pedestal during the King's Moot, but that's only because they didn't want a woman ruling them. And, Theon was able to sway them, yes. But he still doesn't believe in himself enough to have a leadership role. And depending on the way season 7 goes, my mind could change on this, but I don't think it's going to, just because he's probably going to be forced into it, and therefore we're not going to have any natural growth from it whatsoever. My biggest issue is this, is I don't want to see Theon become bitter. Bitter about everything that has happened to him in this lifetime. He was a ward, he was a prisoner again, with Ramsay Bolton. He got his genitalia cut off, which was the only thing he ever had control of in his life, really, when it comes down to it. He was taken from his home, with very little cultural background besides the "ha ha, your dad sucks at rebellions" jab. And I don't want to see Theon become angry. And I don't want the loss of Yara, his final sibling, to be the thing that throws him over the edge. I don't want that. I think that Theon deserves a lot better than that. And I would rather him die than be forced into something that he does not want to be forced into yet again. Because that has been his entire life. And it makes me upset. And Yara is a good leader. But Yara has not had the opportunity to teach Theon how to be a leader. Because that's not her goal. Because she needs to rule. Yes, she can build him up to have a little more self-confidence and things of that nature. But she can't force him to be a leader when he himself does not believe that he can be a leader. And so that's why I hope if the Greyjoy siblings have to die, I hope it's Theon, and I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth. Also, I want to say thank you to Dan from Talking Thrones for always being very neutral towards Theon. I think, I don't want to speak for him, but he made a video, especially for me, praising Theon a little while ago. And I thought that was really, really nice. Dan is one of the nicest people I've ever encountered in this lifetime, and Dan is just so welcoming of everybody. He monitors his comment section really well. He cares about people and their feelings, and he understands that some of these topics can be difficult for people, and I just wanted to say, Dan, thank you for being neutral, and thanks, Dan. Alright, I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.